Well, hello, class of 2023. I am jumping on here real quick. Actually, not really quick. It'll probably be a good 30 minutes to talk to you about the junior year registration information. If you're jumping on here, it's for a couple of reasons. Maybe you were absent to your English class, or maybe you just didn't catch it the first time through, or you just wanted to hear it again. And so I'm going to record pretty much what we said in all of the classes today and this week. So hopefully this all makes sense to you. If not, we are holding another Zoom call on Friday during tutorial where you guys can come on and jump in. Any student is invited to come hear this exact presentation again and stop us and ask questions as we present it. So on behalf of Mr. Gonzalez and myself, again, we would just like to say a couple things. One, we miss you all so much. And it is been the best day just jumping in and seeing students already today. Today is Monday. Today we're posting this video. And then we can't wait to see the rest of you this week. So if you're watching this ahead of time, you don't have to. You can turn it off now. You're going to see this exact same thing in your English class this week. Okay, so I am going to move right along. So a quick little overview. You move my little box here so I can see. There you go. Okay, so an overview of what I'm doing today. So we're going to go over the registration process, what you need to know to schedule yourself for junior year classes. There's actually 2 steps for registration this year. One is you're going to do your card, just like we've always done our card. You're going to be submitting that through our Google Classroom. So that is kind of the same, except it's virtual, it's online. And then the second part is very exciting, a little nerve-wracking for us because it's our first time through, but we're very excited to try this and try new things. But we are opening the academic plan on your portal. And so we are going to teach you how to input your classes for your junior year into your academic plan. So super great, super fun. Very excited for this, and hopefully this all makes sense to you. And again, Friday, you can jump on with us if you have some questions. All right. So the Google Classroom is going to have 2 items. It's going to have the registration packet information, and I posted that already. It's already in your Google Classroom, so you already saw it. And so it will walk you through everything you need to know. So the packet is every document you need to know about, and I'm going to go through each of the documents. If you read those packets front to back, you'll know everything you need to know about filling out the card and what classes are available for your junior year. So there are all the supporting documents. Those are the read-only files. And then what's due on March 7th or before that is the registration card. So the actual card that you used to hand in is due on the 7th, along with you need to turn in or complete your AERIES portal, your academic plan by then as well. We're going to go over both of those in detail. So that's kind of just the overview. So the registration packet, if you've been at Diamond Bar this whole time, you know that we used to give you manila folders, right? So that is what we're doing today. We're giving that to you all virtual. So that is the same stuff that you had in your folders last year is basically what's going to be in your folder this year, except for it's going to be geared towards junior year. So the first 2 pages in your packet are going to look similar. We do the same format every year. Junior year registration information. It's a breakdown. So there's 2 pages at the beginning. It's literally a breakdown of every class you need for junior year. So all juniors are taking English, social science, right? A history, math, or a science class, unless they get something out of the way in summer school. So everyone is taking those 4 classes, and then you have 2 elective classes to take. And I'm going to break down the classes that are available for you in greater detail. But these 2 sheets, the first 2 pages, if you really did read every single section, you wouldn't have, my guess is you wouldn't have any questions about the registration card and filling out those sections. So definitely read this page here, or 2 pages here for you. The next 2 pages of your packet are the course numbers. Every single student is going to need this sheet here or look at it. So for the course numbers, remember, these are for the 5th and 6th elective where you're writing in or you're typing in your course numbers actually this year on the card. And what you're going to do, let's just take, for example, if we're looking at AP chemistry. So 1329 here is AP chemistry. So if that is one of your electives, that you're going to be taking, you're going to be writing that, and then the course numbers are to the left. So actually, I have a little point here, so hopefully you can see this better. So 1329, AP Chemistry, and that's how you find the numbers. Obviously, you're going to need the numbers for all of your foreign language, maybe if you're in the band or if you're on a sport team or something like that. So you're going to need those as you fill in your card. So that is there for you. Next sheet is just an FYI, a reminder that you do need an art to graduate, and you also need an art to go to college. It actually is 3 sections. It's broken into VPAs, your fine arts, and your applied arts. This is just a screenshot, and I kind of shrunk it so we could still read it. So it's actually missing half the page. But when you open your packet on your Google Classroom, you're going to see the entire page. So this is just an example of what this looks like. So this is, you do not have to take one of these classes this year. Okay, it wasn't on the must-haves, right? But you do need to take one of these classes before you graduate. So if you're looking at 4-year colleges, you're looking at the smaller section here. This is the VPA section. Every class that's on that top section there, this VPA section, every class that's here is also in the fine art and applied art, but not the other way around. If you look at the applied art section, you're going to see that's much longer of a list. Those are all the arts for graduation, but not necessarily to get into a 4-year college. Remember, to get into a 4-year college, UC's, Cal State's, they want you to take one class from this section here, from the VPA section. Again, it could be in the summertime, and it can also be your senior year if you haven't taken it yet. But we wanted to put that in there just as a reminder that you need one of those courses. The other piece of information in there is the GLC Summer Registration information. This is a step-by-step instruction of how to sign up for an appointment to meet with your GLC each summer. We've done this before, guys. This should be review for you. It gives you the dates. This is kind of like a shrunken version of what is in your packet. February 19th, you received, that was Friday, you received an email from Sign Up Genius. It was just like a, hey, how's it going email from your GLC. This is testing, making sure you got it. If you didn't get that email, we need you to check your emails. If you don't check your emails regularly, please do. Make sure on the 19th you got something from Sign Up Genius, from Gonzalez or myself. If you did not, it will instruct you on this form to email Mr. Thomas ASAP, because we want to make sure that before we open our registration period, which opens March 12th, that's when you're going to get to pick time to meet with your GLC. That's not when you're meeting with us. That's just when you're picking your time for summertime when you meet with us. We want to make sure that you get that invitation. And so that's why we did a test email on the 19th. So those signups are going to be on March 12th. So that's when you're actually going to get to sign up anytime after 4. And again, you see there that March 15th it closes that date. It gives you a couple days to pick your appointment time, and you're going to be picking times between July 5th and July 30th. So you want to make sure that you're not going on vacation, or there's dates if you're going on vacation during that time. Hopefully we all get vacations this time, right? This summer. Oh, and this pandemic is gone. I don't know. But with that said, make sure just to avoid dates that you know you're going to have conflict between July 5th and July 30th when you sign up that appointment. The one thing that's new is this. We are going to be shortly sending out a Google form. I'm going to send it to your emails. We're going to also send it to a text message remind. If you have a sibling that is going to be a 9th grader next year, so think of your 8th grade siblings, 9th grade next year, 10th grade next year, or 12th grade next year, you need to fill out that form. It's the only way we know that you have a sibling, and we are going to call your sibling. So if you have a younger sibling, you're going to register on March 12th to the 15th, and then you are going to already have filled this sibling form out, which you're going to do this week. One of our classified staff is going to give you a call, or your parents a call, and they're going to schedule your sibling appointment to be on the same day, so your parents don't have to come, or you guys don't have to come on 2 different days, so that you have back-to-back appointments. Okay. If you forget to fill out this sibling Google Doc, then there's no guarantee that you guys are going to get a call to sign up on that same day. So that's the important piece if you have a sibling. So make sure when you get those that Google form to sign up, and just let us know who your siblings are, what grade they're in, and it's obviously a really quick form to fill out. So you want to make sure to do that. Okay, so important dates. We will be back. Gonzalez and I will be in all the English classes the week of the 8th to the 12th. You don't need to know which day we're coming. All you need to know is your cards are due by March 7th. It is so important that you turn your card in by March 7th, because that way, the date we come to your classroom, your plan will already be in the computer, and we have something to talk about and to meet about. So it's due by midnight on March 7th. By that date, you'll know if you're in summer school. You should be able to make informed decisions on your schedule. Okay, so it gives us 2 weeks to really think about your schedule. Okay, I already said you got for Sign Up Genius, just an important date. Make sure the 19th you got that email. And then again, I already talked about this. Well, the 15th is when you're gonna sign up for your registration appointments. You're more than welcome to write this down, pause the video, and put those on your calendar. Okay, moving right along. Summer school. If you got a D or F in some graduation required class, that is English, Algebra 1, or World History, you need to see your GLC if we haven't already signed you up. We should have already signed you up by now. So if you got a D or F in English, Algebra 1, or World History, we should have already contacted you to sign you up. If you didn't talk with one of us, message us because we'll jump on a call with you to make sure we get you signed up. It's no problem. We have plenty of room if you got a D or F, and we will get you in. Now, there is non-tuition summer school. We've actually extended the date until this Friday to sign up. So just know that we are not allowed to have 7 classes this year as a junior. So if you need to get something off your plate, you might want to check out that free registration. So maybe you have too many classes, you want to take 7 classes. Maybe you try to get that free history class to take that off of your plate. So that opens up a class for next year. So you only have to take this, or, so anyways, the only 2 that are free that are actually appropriate for our grade level would be the US history or music appreciation. So if you're interested in any of those 2, go on our website, ebhs.org, click on summer school, and it's the second Roman numeral, and you can sign up for that for free. Now, if you're trying to get ahead, D2L is a private institute that offers classes on our campus, and you can also sign up actually starting 6 p.m. on the 22nd. And so if you're interested in summer school to get ahead, they have chemistry, bio, up to algebra 2, some other elective classes, digital video, so some of those courses. So you have until the 5th to sign up for that. Okay. Mount SAC actually has a high school referral program as well. It's in the afternoon. So in theory, you could go to summer school in the morning, and then you could go to Mount SAC in the afternoons. We don't technically recommend that because, well, one, that would be miserable, right? Going to school all day from 7:30 to 1 and then 2:30 to 8:30. That'd be kind of crazy. But the nice thing about this is Mount SAC is free. And so if you wanted to take, you don't get history here, maybe you take US history over there. They have that. They have health, they have chemistry, they have algebra 2. So those ones they do have for free. It's just different times. So if you're interested in the free class, you can do that in the afternoons at Mount SAC. Okay. Moving right along. And the Mount SAC one you have to be referred through your GLC. We don't have the referrals yet. We're waiting for those. So we're asking you, if you're interested in a referral, to email us the first week of March. Hopefully we'll have them by then. We are supposed to, and we can get you registered for one of those classes. All right. So the reg packet, again, the card is due on the 7th. Okay, so the registration card, so not the reg packet, the reg card is due on the 7th. I'm going to go over in detail what you need to know about the registration card. All right. So the first thing that you need to know is how to fill out the card. So we're asking students to open it in Cami. Everyone has access to Cami. If you haven't downloaded it, you can, because our student accounts have access to download that for free from the district. Or you can use whatever is on your computer. You can use, I don't know, what is it, Lumen or something of that nature, a PDF where you open it. You could print this and then you could scan it and upload it. Guys, we just need the card back filled out. So however is easiest for you, we're suggesting Cami. We did a little how-to. So this little form here is attached in your Google Classroom, step-by-step how to open this with Cami. Okay, so after you download it, it will just show you how to open it. It's super easy. If Mr. Gonzalez and myself can figure out how to do it, I'm sure you have. You're able to. Plus, you've probably been doing this all semester and all year for your online classes anyways. Make sure that after you're done filling it out on Cami or whatever you are using, you actually submit it, right? So you save and submit it. And then you're going to use the card once it's filled out, once you've circled all your classes that you're going to take, you're going to use the card to do the second assignment, which is to put it in the computer. Okay, so assignment number 1 is the reg card. That is the first assignment. There's 2 assignments. The first one is the reg card, and I posted it in our Google Classroom as assignment number 1. So there should be no confusion. This is due March 7th. Have I said that enough? March 7th. So make sure to submit it by March 7th. Okay, so this is the Reg card. Remember, it used to be that thick cardstock. That was the one you turned into it. That is the same thing we're doing, just not blue this year. We copied it in white. So it's just a nice little white piece of paper instead of the blue form. Same information is on there. So a couple of notes before you start filling out your card. You need your course description booklet. If you're going to be taking classes that are honors classes, they all have prerequisites. Well, how do I know if what's a prerequisite, right? How do I know if I get in? That's what a prerequisite is. So for example, if you wanted to take AP English next year, it will tell you what the prerequisite is, which is you've had to been in English 2 honors and you have to have a B or better. If I want to take English 3 honors, it's going to say, if you're in, you could do English 3 honors if you've been in English 2 with an A or English 2 honors with a B or better. That's a prerequisite. You find those in the course description booklet on dbhs.org. Consider summer school when you're filling out your card. So you're going to know if you got into any of your summer school classes. You're going to make sure to enter it in on this line here. You're going to write down the next class you're going to take. So let's say you get into US history, for example. You're going to let us know here. Instead of circling US history, you're going to tell us what class you're going to take instead of US history. So maybe you're going to be taking photography. So making sure that you are assuming you're passing your summer school class once you've got in, but make sure to check the list. Don't just assume you're in. You need to check the list to see if you got into that summer school class. And then again, I mentioned earlier, you are only taking 6 classes as a junior, okay? The reason we make an exception sophomore year is because you have to take all these academic classes, 5 plus PE. Well, that gives you no option to take a list class, right? So there was rules to 7 classes last year. This year, because there's no PE that you have to take, you can't take 7. You're only taking 6. So if you need to get something out of the way in summer, make sure you sign up by Friday. Are you going to take 0 through 5 or 1 through 6? So you have to take 6 classes. So you're going to make sure to circle no class period 0, which you're going to go 1 through 6, or are you going to go 0? You're an early bird. You want to be here by 7 and you want to get out by 2 o'clock. So that is no class period 6. Okay, so making sure you do that. Parent signatures are right smack at the top of the card over here. We want you to do your card with your parents. The parent signature, we know that they're going to look kind of funky because you guys are all doing them together on the computer. Please do your card with your parents, or at least do your card, show your parents so that they can sign it with your mouse or on your, on your laptop or your Chromebook with their finger on your mouse pad, whatever it takes, but get the parent signature there. That just validates that they've talked about the card with you. We want to make sure that they're on board with the classes you're taking, okay? And all of this is due March 7th. All right, so the first of the 6 classes you get to take is English. So there's a couple different options. English 3 is just our general college prep English. English 3 honors, which is, again, I already went over those prerequisites. And then AP language. If you are interested in those classes, your teachers, I'm asking all the English teachers to present the differences between the English 3 honors and the AP language during their classes this week. So definitely check in with your teachers. English 3 honors is really similar to the English 2 honors classes, whereas the AP language class does a couple different things, and you're also taking an AP test at the end. Now, the million-dollar question is always, well, which one looks better for college? One, I hate that question because who cares what looks better for college in all seriousness? It's really what you're going to do better in, right? So what fits you better so that you can show colleges that you are strong in the subject area? And that's the question you need to ask yourself. Colleges view this the same. And you're going to hear one is better than the other if you start asking around or asking your senior friends. In all honesty, they're both great. So if you want to take an honors class, both are great classes. The UC and Cal State weigh them the same, which means they get extra grade. You get an extra grade point in your GPA when you're applying to college. So they say if you take the English 3 honors or the AP, for either one of those, if you get a B, they're going to give you credit like as if it was a 4.0. If you get an A, it's like a 5.0, and that's how people get over that 4.0 GPA. So one is not better than the other. They are giving both of those classes the extra grade level. And then ELD courses, if you are in ELD 2 or ELD 3, you're going to move yourself up this year. And then remember, if you're in one of the ELD courses, one of your electives is going to be junior level English as well. Okay. And then we are going to use the current grades or 6-week grades. So if you do not have a passing grade to go into one of the classes, well, let me say this, to go into the honors or AP classes, everyone can circle English 3, regardless if you have a D or F. But if you want to try to get into the honors English or the honors AP, you must meet the prerequisite like as of the day, March 7th. Okay. So if you have a C in English, you can't get into the honors or AP. If you're in, let's say you even have a C in English honors, English 2 honors, you can't, that doesn't meet the qualifications, which means what you need to do is you need to let us know when you have a B or better. So today, if you're registering today, you're circling English 3. And then the minute you have a B or better, you can message Mr. Gonzalez or myself, and we will move you into the honors class if that's your goal to get into that. We're going with data, we're going with numbers, we're going with what's in your AERIES portal. So you have to use those numbers, okay? The other section, or history, is pretty easy. It's either US history or AP. If you're taking the AP, remember you need to check the course prerequisite book to make sure the course description booklet, sorry about that, to your prerequisites to make sure you meet them. If you're going to do history in the summer, this is where you can put an elective. Make sure to give us an alternate. If you're picking a class like art or photo or something like that, give us an alternate, a backup choice, just in case you don't get the first selection. Math is pretty self-explanatory. You will move on as long as you have a C or better. So again, we're going to use those current grades. A C or better second semester moves you up. So we go with current grades right now, 6-week mark, or as of March 7th when you submit your card. Whatever your current grade is, as long as you have a C or better. If you have a D, you have to circle the class you're currently in, unfortunately. And the only class you need a B or better to move on from is Algebra 2 Trig Honors. So if you are in Algebra 2 Trig Honors and you have a B or better, you can circle the next class, which is that Math Analysis Calc Honors class. Science. So for science, everyone's taking a science, right? Unless you're getting it out of the way in the summertime. If you are taking biology or want to take biology and you haven't taken it yet, maybe you're in earth science, you just have to make sure that you're also in geometry. Biology needs geometry. If you're wanting to take chemistry, you have to also be in Algebra 2 or higher. C's or better second semester move you up, or you can't take the next level. So check the prerequisites for all these. AP Sciences. So the big thing with AP Science is you have to give us a backup. More than likely, you'll get your first choice, but in the case that we have too many sign up for the same AP Science, we need a backup. So put that on your card. Give us a backup. Don't let us choose your backup. That wouldn't be a great idea. We want you to be able to get that first pick. And then if you're taking AP Bio or AP Chemistry, understand that those are hour-and-a-half classes. So they start at 7:30 or they end at 3:30. You do not get to pick one or the other. It's based on the other classes in your schedule. But if you have sports, for example, you're probably going to get, not probably, you'll get the 1A because you can't take the 6th period, right? So it works like that. The scheduler is really smart. It's going to put you where you need to be. But with that said, you can't take a 0 period. So anyone taking AP Bio or AP Chemistry must pick 1 through 6 schedule, okay? If you're taking AP Environmental Science or AP Physics, you can take a 0 period if you want to, because that is just the regular hour class. All right. Earth Science is an elective if you're interested in taking that. Chem through Forensics is an option for you, and Green Up and Go Physics are options as well. There are no regular physics classes for juniors yet. So there's AP Physics, no regular physics, okay? You can take that. Regular physics is only available for our seniors. All right. And then the last 2 elective section is on the card are really free. It's free choice. Foreign language is going to probably be an elective many of you take, and you have to have a C or better to circle the next year or to write in. I guess you will be typing in the next year course. So remember, Cal States want 2 years of a foreign language. UCs recommend 3 years of a foreign language. So most of you want to probably stay competitive, keep your options open, and probably take that 3rd year. If you don't, that's okay too. It's to each their own as far as your goals and your schedule. You can pick what you want. You are in performing arts, if you are in an athletic program, if you're in peer counseling, yearbook, any of those, that's where this goes, and you need to put the ID number, right? The course number, which you are going to be using, you're going to be getting off that course number sheet that I just presented about, or showed you earlier. That's in the packet, right? With four-digit numbers. So every elective, you need to put that course number. You don't need to give us alternates for foreign language, and you don't need to give us alternates if you're in like a list class, like sports or those ones I just mentioned, band. You don't need a backup. You'll get those classes. Now, if you're picking art, photography, marketing, things like that, you got to give us a backup, okay? Because those ones aren't guaranteed. Okay. So the second assignment is very exciting. So once you finish your card, you're going to have that in front of you. You need to submit it. So that's assignment number 1. Assignment number 2 has been posted on your Google Classroom as well, and you can read through that as well. So assignment number 2 is the academic plan. So what you're going to do, and I'm going to go over this step by step, you're going to sign into your AERIES portal. You are going to open your academic plan. I'll show you how to do that. You're going to use your card as a reference because you need course numbers. So you need to have that in front of you. So maybe you have it opened on another tab, or maybe you're on your laptop and you have your phone open, or you have it printed out, whatever you want to do. And then you're going to add all 6 of your classes, and then you're not going to forget to add the 7th course, which is no class period 0 or no class period 6. So you have 6 classes. Okay, so this is so fun. I'm so excited for this. Academic plan. The first steps, you're going to log into your portal. If you click on classes, so if you see my picture down here, if you click on classes, there is a new thing that pops up, and it's called the academic plan. We are giving you access to the academic plan. We only want you to do 11th grade. Please do not fill out 12th grade. You can do that after we're done registering for 11th grade classes, after we come back to visit you in your classroom and breakout rooms, okay? So you're going to click academic plan. This is just a sample student. It's actually not one of our students. It's a random. It's made up student, so do not, we're not showing anyone's information here. But anyway, so Brian, this is his academic plan. It's going to show his classes that he took in 9th grade and 10th grade, and then he's going to sign up for his junior year classes. When you click on academic plan, this automatically goes to the high school grad view. That's where we're going to add these courses to. So you're going to just leave that alone, and we're going to add courses in the high school view. The next step is to have your card in front of you, and you're going to be taking those card numbers. Let's grab my card here. Okay, so you're going to have your card in front of you, right? And you're going to use the course numbers, and you're going to put it in under courses. So it's super simple. You guys, I have no worries that you are going to be able to fill this out with no ease at all. But what I want you to do is use the numbers. You start typing in English, it's going to bring up all the English classes we have at Denver. That's a lot. So I want you just to type in the number. So if I'm picking English 3, for example, I'm going to type in 1618. Oh, that's my next slide. So 1618. When I type that, the class should pop up, and there it is, English 3. That's the one I want. I click on that. Once I click on that, it is going to, I have to put add to plan. Okay, so I'm putting that class in, and then I'm going to tell it to add to my plan. So that's the 4th step, add to plan. When I click add to plan, this little pop-up window comes up. It's just making sure I'm going to do it in 11th grade, that I'm going to take it all year. The only semester-long classes would be like marching band, you know, TA, and a few others. So you're going to, for the most part, pick year-long classes, and you're going to put place that course, and it's going to place on your academic plan. Isn't this so exciting? I hope it is for you. I'm very excited about it. So as you see in this picture here in blue, there's English 3. It shows the unlocked button because Mr. Gonzalez and I actually have to approve all these so that it locks it into your plan. So you're going to do this step by step. So you're going to put in your next one, science. So I put in 1317 as an example, AP environmental science. It's asking me for the grade level, 11th or 12th, because you can take that class in 12th grade as well. Making sure you're just doing 11th grade, and you're just going to click 11th grade, and you're going to add to plan. Okay, so you can see that here. Once you're done with that, the final steps are to, again, finish adding all of your classes. I didn't show you adding classes. You guys can figure that out. But the last thing, if you look at step 6, don't forget to do is add 2392 or 2399, which is no class period 0 or no class period 6. Okay, so that's giving you a 1 through 6 or 0 through 5. And then the most important step is to actually submit this. Okay, so when you're done, you have all 7 entries, your 6 classes, and your either no class period 0, no class period 6. You're going to come over here. You see that big red circle? There's a little teeny arrow in it. Why it's so small, I have no idea. But you're going to click on that. When you click on that, this will pop up. Submit my plan for counselor review. You are going to submit your plan. If you don't submit your plan, you will have no courses. It will be a bummer. We're going to meet with you in your English class the week of March 8th. and we're going to sit there and look at a blank screen because you forgot to submit it. So make sure you submit your plan and you are done. It's so exciting. So that's it. So if you are watching this video, that already means you are lost, or maybe you were absent. It's obviously if you're watching this, you saw that it's posted on our webpage. And then also the how-to forms are on our website. So look at the attachments down below this video. Basically on the bottom of our webpage, there's all the attachments of the how to fill out everything. In your Google Classroom is your attachment for the card. So the card isn't in our webpage, it is just in the Google Classroom. Everything you need to know is also in our Google Classroom. Make sure you have both of those submitted by March 7th. If you still need help, join us on Friday, plan on 110 write-in tutorial. We will go ahead and we are going to go over this one more time, and we will stop and pause for questions, and we'll take some more time with it. With that said, I want to thank you for listening. If you made it through this whole video, Mr. Gonzalez and I are very excited to show you how to use the academic plan, and more excited after we register for classes to go back through with you guys and actually let you play around with the 12th grade classes too sometime later this year. With that said, just thanks again, and appreciate you being here and all your support. And if you still have questions after Friday, you guys can send us emails. All right. Thank you.